What's up, guys? Welcome back, and we're talking about Smash Brothers once again. Now, with Smash Brothers 4 coming out and its huge roster of characters, there's been one subject of it that has been lacking, and those are the villains being playable. Now, we only have 2 or 3 so far, if you count DDD and Meta Knight as villains, also including Bowser, of course. So I'm gonna go down the list of villains that could possibly be in. Now, I know obviously with the game being, super close. Wow. Um, probably most of these won't get in, so that's why I tried to make mine sort of realistic, at least. I mean, most of them are probably, some of them are returning veterans as well. But, without further ado, let's get started. Now, I'm not going to be including franchises that have already had trailers on this list, like Mario or Kid Icarus, because I feel like if they were going to have villains, they would have been like newcomer villains. They would have been announced within that trailer. And yeah, so now that I got that out of the way, let's talk about our first topic with the franchise of Pokemon. Now, Pokemon, I think, well, Pokemon doesn't really have villains in it, but Mewtwo was considered a villain in Melee, I feel. Um, so Mewtwo could definitely return. I know I kind of just went back on my word of saying, franchise that's had trailers. But Mewtwo's a returning veteran, so he wouldn't need a whole big trailer anyway. Um, yeah, I think Mewtwo would be good in. I mean, with Jigglypuff, that's 6 Pokemon characters. I think Mewtwo is sort of realistic at this point, but you never know. But if Pokemon was going to have a villain type character, it would be Mewtwo. Up next we got Zelda, The Legend of Zelda. Obviously Ganondorf should make his return. He's the main villain of Zelda. He's one of the holders of a piece of the Triforce. So yeah, I think he'll make a return. But newcomer-wise, I'm saying Giraham would be, or Demise would be a good choice. Skyward Sword has been very highly represented in this game, and if they were gonna go all the way, why not add a villain? So I obviously think it would be Giraham over Demise, having I think more of an impact on the game. So yeah, and a lightweight villain would be pretty cool. Up next is Kirby. Now Kirby with just DDD and Meta Knight coming in, I think it's a pretty good where it's at. But if they were gonna have to add a villain in there, I think it would Bandana D. I don't think he'll be in, to be honest, but it's possible at this point. He's been becoming a reoccurring character within the Kirby series. So if they were gonna do another villain for Kirby, I guess it would be him. Other than that, nah, I don't really think it's realistic at all. Maybe. Up next we have Metroid. Now, you obviously know who I'm gonna say. Ridley would be the only villain to represent Metroid. I feel like any other Metroid newcomer at this point would just be a slap in the face to all the other Ridley fans. Because Ridley is the most reoccurring character in Metroid other than Samus herself, and I guess the Metroids or whatever. But yeah, I feel like if anyone's gonna be a newcomer for Metroid, it's Ridley. New villain, it's Ridley. That's just how I think. I'm not going to get into the size arguments because I already made a video about that. If you want to see that, check it out. It's on my channel. Star Fox, Wolf would have to return. I think he's going to return. Like I said, the roster's small on villains as it is, so, Wolf wouldn't hurt to be added in. I mean, at least we have 4 villains as of right now. F-Zero, I don't think it's going to get any villains, but if it would, it'd be Black Shadow. Now, yeah, I know. I feel like he would have had its own trailer with Falcon being announced in it. And I don't know how you would really differentiate Black Shadow from Falcon. I mean, we already have a dark type of Captain Falcon and Ganondorf anyway, which I think should definitely change. But that's for a different topic that I'm probably not going to discuss. Donkey Kong, it would be King K. Rool. Donkey Kong, I feel at this point, with its new series of Return coming back, I wouldn't mind having a 3rd slot for DK. But, yeah, I think K. Rool would be the fit. I'm not going to mention Dixie, obviously, because this is a villains thing. But I think King K. Rool would be pretty cool. I mean, he's had, the impact with Donkey Kong, and he's has he been relevant? No, of course not. But you know, Smash Brothers isn't about relevance. Look at Ike, Game and Watch, Rob, Ice Climbers. They're all not relevant, and they're in here. So yeah, I think K. Rool wouldn't hurt to add. Be another villain, new DK rep. Why not? And I just put in Sonic because why not? I don't think any third-party characters are getting newcomers anytime soon, and that includes Sonic the Hedgehog. If they were to get a newcomer, at least next game, at least. And who would the newcomer be? Yeah, villains? Shadow, of course. Maybe Eggman, but I feel like it would be Shadow. So, but I don't think it's gonna be anytime soon right now. Sonic and other third-party reps, I honestly think they're fine as it is. They already represent their whole series as a whole anyway. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. As for other series like Pikmin, Ice Climber, series like that, there's really no one else in their games to be a villain, to be honest. So I just didn't put them in the list. So like any other franchise I didn't mention other than these, I don't think they're gonna get a newcomer as long as they don't have a game that actually introduces one. Yeah, so that's really my whole thing. I didn't add a bunch of newcomers because, we're getting so late into, the game's release with it being only 40-something days away from, America, not only Japan. It's about I have no idea how less in Japan. I know it's less than like 30 days, though. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. Like this video, subscribe, tell me what other discussions you want me to do. But yeah, I'll be posting weekly pretty much. I'm trying to get as much news in as before the game comes out. I'm not going to be posting any news in September about Smash Brothers because then it'll be out in Japan. You guys will probably all know about it anyway. But for as far as Smash Brothers, I might do one or two more discussions on it, and I'll be doing reviews of the whole series of each game as a whole, and then like a full recap of what I think is it as a whole. So each game and the whole series with a few more discussions sprinkled in there about Smash, until it is announced in America, of course, with its I'll do a review on that, whatever. So yeah, I'm sorry, I'm rambling on. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what your most wanted new villain is for this point. Obviously, do you think Smash Brothers needs more villains? I think it is. If the female problem could get fixed as good as it has, the villains definitely could. So again, thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, like, whatever. See you guys later. Peace out.